happy month of love. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day no matter how you celebrated, and I hope that you are reading lots of romance books. In this video we're going to be reading 2 romance books, both of them centered around Valentine's Day. One is a YA romance and the other one is an adult romance. I wanted to read these books, and so I thought, why not take you along with me? So the first book we're going to be reading is one of my personal favorites by one of my favorite authors, and that is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I actually read this book last year on Valentine's Day, the whole book in a day. I read it when my husband was at work. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cute. However, I am excited to actually take my time with the book this year and not speed through it so fast. If you don't know, this book is it's like Groundhog Day. Emily has the worst Valentine's Day ever and has to keep reliving it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Let's jump right in. This line perfectly explains what girlies on Valentine's Day. Bring on the chocolates and flowers and throw in a gift card to the local bookstore while you're at it. Absolutely. I think about getting to read this book a little more slowly than I did last year is I feel like I'm really getting to connect with the main female character Emily a little bit more. I feel like we definitely have a lot in common, especially high school me. I feel like this quote is really nice. This is her grandma talking to her. Sometimes I don't understand why you don't open your mouth and say the words that are on your tongue. I get the privilege of hearing you let loose with your anger. Others should too. You are not the people-pleasing mouse you purport yourself to be. Burn some cities down with your rage. I love that. It's so easy to just be a people pleaser and just do what other people want. But sometimes people pleasers need to hear that it's okay not to be a people pleaser and to just let things out. So I'm excited to see her growth and progress with that throughout the book. Honestly, if I had that bad of a Valentine's Day as a 16-year-old, I would have also been a hot mess. So I don't blame her. Part of the book is so cute. Emily, her boyfriend Nick, and her boyfriend's ex are all squished together in this small car to go get coffee, and it's so awkward and funny, and the fact that Nick just goes along with it is so cute and precious. I love it so much, and I love getting to get a little bit more of Emily and Nick interacting. of No Consequences, and I am just so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. I understand why this can be an easy one-day read because like basically the rest of the book is all one day. So I'm not gonna wanna put it down. Right now. It's still the beginning of her not giving a care day, and one of the funniest things about this is that obviously she has lived this day so many times and has learned pieces of Nick every single day leading up to this, and she remembers all of it, but Nick doesn't. So the certain things like she's like asking him that she already knows the answers to, but he doesn't know she knows the answers, so she has to pretend she doesn't know the answers, and occasionally sometimes things will slip out, and it's so funny because I'm like if this were real and someone like knew like my pet's name and what my favorite drink was and what bands I listened to, but I've never interacted with them really prior to this day, I'd be like what? So like kudos to Nick for just like going along with everything, because that's crazy. So currently on page 220, I have about 60-ish more pages left of the book. It is towards the end of the Day of No Consequences day, so super excited to finish this book and share all of my thoughts and feelings on it. I am definitely enjoying it more this time through reading it than I was last year, because I was trying to read it within the day of Valentine's Day, so I really like sped through it and I didn't get to really enjoy the characters, and I feel like this time I'm really getting to a deeper understanding of the characters and really just enjoy all of their moments and interactions and banter. So the do-over yesterday, and this book is so cute. I think I took 5 days to read it, which is not bad. It's pretty short. It's 285 pages, so not too bad. But this time around I feel like I was able to enjoy the character development. I was able to enjoy banter and just the journey the characters were taking a lot more. And I read every Lynn Painter book, and I think now after rereading it, Emily is my favorite female character. She's the one I think I relate to the most. Like I feel connected to her in that way of needing to be perfect and good for the sake of those around her. Like her, the person she is because she thinks that's what everyone else expects of her. And the journey she goes through and the Emily from the beginning versus the end is just so beautifully written. I love it so much. I love her character. And Nick is such a cool male character. I love that, like, you know, he's very like put offish, and you know, and you really learn why he is the way he is, but the fact that you still see like the sweet side, the vulnerable side, the playful side of him throughout the whole book, it's just like he's human, and I love it. I think after the reread, you can take my time with it. It's a 5-star read for me. It is. I love it. It's so cute. It's such a fun little Valentine's Day story, a cute YA romance. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. Which means we get to start our next book. The next book I'm going to be reading is The No Show by Beth O'Leary. I haven't read this one, so this will be a first read for me. 3 women who seemingly have nothing in common find out they're involved with the same man. So So this man right here has stood up all 3 of these women on Valentine's Day. So I'm excited to see like what happens with this. Like, I really want to know why he stood up 3 different women on Valentine's Day. Does he have a good reason for it? Is he just not a good person? How do these women, like, do these women all interact and meet and talk about this man? I'm intrigued. Okay. Right away. Yeah, right away. The first girl, he stood her up for breakfast. But it's not the first date. Like, they hook up. And also, like, okay, if it's in the morning, did he stand them all up on on the same Valentine's Day? Like, I was under the impression like it was like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. But because her date is in the morning with a brunch, now I'm curious if it was all the same Valentine's Day, which is even worse. Okay, so I am about 18% done with this book. I don't know how to feel about it yet. I'm currently calling what I'm doing rage reading. I was under the impression that he stood all 3 of these women up on like different Valentine's Days, but it's not. It's the same day. So with one girl, they're just like friends with benefits. Another girl he's dating, and then the third girl, they're like buddies, and he stood her up because he was supposed to be her pretend boyfriend for a rehearsal dinner. There's like nothing about this man that is redeeming. Every time he is there, I hate him. Yeah, so I'm currently on page 66. We finally reached a part where something has happened or something was said that makes one of the girls suspicious. I feel like now hopefully we'll start getting into some of the good stuff. Yeah, but right now I'm not loving it, but I just want to find out like what happens when the girls find out. So I'm gonna be honest, that's what's keeping me going with this one.
I kind of wanted to give a little update on the no-show. I am almost done with the book. I think I've got like 80 pages left, and I'm still rage reading. I'm sick, by the way, so I apologize for my voice. I'm still very much rage reading at this point. I don't like this man at all. I don't like him, and I just feel like every time he's like emotional or upset or, you know, showing like vulnerable emotions, I'm just like, I could care less. And then like with the 3 girls, so there's Jane, there's Siobhan, and there's Miranda. I really like Miranda. I think Miranda's my favorite female character in this book, and I'm really rooting for her. She's the one who's dating Joseph, or Carter, she calls him Carter. And I really just want her to like dump him and get with this other guy. And I think if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna throw the book. So yeah. So I was reading this in the doctor's office, and there were 2 moments that were just kind of like little like twists that I wasn't expecting, and I literally had to like shut the book and was just kind of like staring at the wall. Definitely not things that I was expecting, but I don't think those little twists are making me enjoy this. I'm excited to see how everything wraps up, but at this point, honestly, I feel like I'm just trying to get through the book. February 28th right now, and I just want to finish it before the end of the month. I want to get it done. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna finish the book, and I will see you guys when I finish it to tell you my final thoughts on the book. Come here.
confused about what is happening. Like, I feel like the pieces are starting to fall together, but like almost. I feel like they're like hovering over each other, like the puzzle pieces are like hovering like this. They're not quite set in place. I have like 60 pages left and I still don't know why this man was late for Valentine's Day for any of the girls. I still don't know why. So a few days ago, I officially finished The No-Show by Beth O'Leary, and I feel like I have mixed feelings about this book. I did end up giving it a 3.5 star rating. The first like 70% of the book is so slow, which for me made it hard. I did like, you know, after that 70% mark when things started coming together and unraveling and revealing things, I did like what the author did with all of that. However, for me, because of how the first 70% went and how I felt about the first 70% of the book, the payoff just wasn't worth it for me. I feel like this is one of those books where you just need to be completely blind going in and just know that the first like 70% of the book is going to be slow. But either that payoff will be worth it for you or it won't, and that's okay. It was still really cool, and I still probably would recommend it. It just wasn't for me, and that's okay. Alright, so these were the two books we read. The Do-Over by Lynn Painter is a YA romance that centers around Valentine's Day, and The No-Show by Beth O'Leary starts off with Valentine's Day, and it is an important date in the book for the characters. I would say, you know, not bad. I definitely had a, you know, this was a 5 star and this was a 3.5 star, so two very different books and vibes for me. Honestly, love this book. I'll probably read this book every February from now until the end of time because I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so cute. Let me know your favorite book that centers around Valentine's Day or maybe just has Valentine's Day at some point in the book. And thank you for reading these books with me. I'll see you when we read the next book.